Oh my gosh, but there we go. Now we got ourselves another one of those. Oh my goodness. What there? That's too many. Hello everybody and welcome back to some more All the Mods 11. Today, I have a plan. Now you can see I am in the nether right now. This is because I want to upgrade my Allthemodium armor to Unobtainium armor. Now for those of you who know the All the Mods series, you know there's a level in between Unobtainium and Allthemodium, a material called Vibrainium. Now conveniently where I decided to stop myself, there's some Vibrainium up there. I noticed that when I logged back into the world today because I was getting myself set up for things, but I had to postpone my recording a little bit. So here we go. We got some more Vibranium for this. I can ore double that. Now, where are we right now? What does this pertain to this? We are at a bastion. Now, this is not the bastion that I found prior to any of this. This is a new one. Why can I not? Okay, that's weird. Why is it on the crafting ones? Okay, that might be another problem. We'll have to address that later. Okay, for right now though, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to go into this one right here where we have all of this open space. This specific bastion is the only place where we can find what we need because we got the Vibranium, but we need the Vibranium smithing templates. Now, it's very scarce to find what we need, but I've marked the locations of where we can find it. So it should be somewhere around here. Yeah, there it is. Suspicious soul sand. What we need to do is we need to brush this suspicious soul sand until we get the Vibranium smithing template, which will allow us to upgrade our armor to the next level. Now, to make it, I need more Allthemodium, so I went ahead and looked around to see if I could find more of this stuff, and sure enough, I did find a little bit more, so we just need to go into here, and then we got ourselves another one of these right here. It should just get me that. There we go. And then I believe I saw another one over here. Yeah, it did. So that's 3 of these right off the bat. With 3 of these already in place, that would be these guys and this. I would need to duplicate it then 3 times. So I would need 21 Allthemodium for me to be able to duplicate enough of these. That could theoretically be doable, although I discovered something a little unfortunate in the mining dimension, which is that the chunk destroyer that I have, which is not supposed to be able to break Allthemodium, does break Allthemodium ores, but because it's not supposed to be able to do that, it's just voiding them. So if I could find like maybe one more suspicious soul sand while we're here, because I mean I already looked around a good little bit earlier, but I didn't seem to find any. And mind you, it can hide in any tiny crevice, like what you saw earlier where I had to go into that tiny hole. Any crevice, and there can be some suspicious soul sand in there. Does not look like I'm gonna find any. Oh yeah, baby, you got to keep your eyes open because you're gonna miss it. You're going to miss it. I'm not saying you might. You will miss some. Now, I need to go back home and figure out why the heck I can't connect to my storage system, because that chunk is loaded, by the way. Actually, yeah, no, you could tell that that chunk is loaded because the crafting recipes are still in there. Okay, that thing's acting up again. I'll show you all what happened. Now, if we come back here, you will see that I've been a little bit busy in between episodes. I've set up more omnidirectional connectors, and I've set up a bunch of different automations to get all this stuff going and better processed. But we'll notice power is not being transferred. I found out why. Apparently, what's happened is the omnidirectional connector that I have bringing power over in the end dimension, or at the end dimension, in the mining dimension, doesn't seem to work. It's also approaching nighttime, but it doesn't seem to be working out very well. What I need to do to fix this is I just need to break the omnidirectional connector, and then we're good. But weirdly enough, I can reconnect it, and then we're fine. So and then it becomes a problem, it seems, after I relog back in. I don't know why this is the case. It might be because the chunk destroyer is not currently active when it should be active and it thinks it is. Something is messy right now. So if we look into here, I was on the wrong thing, but there we go. Now we're connected, which means I should be able to head back here, and we're still not getting power because it is nighttime. This is all just a bunch of bugs right now, by the way. This has nothing to do with the main goal of today. Like, we already know I'm trying to get Vibranium so that way I can then get Unobtainium. But like, now that we've gotten the power, we should be able to see, yep, that's going again. This is the problem with having solar panels as my main power sources. I need to keep it at nighttime. And unfortunately, Ars Nouveau isn't in this yet, so there's no like daytime or like cloud shifting thing as far as I know. So here we go. Now we've gotten all of these. We've gotten 4 of our Vibranium smithing templates. So now what I need to do is I just need to take my Allthemodium. I have 7 Allthemodium. If I go ahead and find my hammer, there we go. We can go ahead and break this in half, and then that is our Allthemodium dust. Okay, and I have this set up here, which these guys are designed to port in all my like powdered stuff that I'm getting from the stuff. So it looks like I shouldn't have any more. Yeah, all my copper is now smelted, because before these guys were like all active and then taking things down. And then this one over here at the end is for specific crafting things that I need, like glass or quartz. Not quartz, what was it? Silicone. It's made from quartz. So, but yeah, there we go. Actually, I could probably divide this up. It's fine. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to automatically make it so that way it takes out the tiny coal. At least not as far as I know. But yeah, it is what it is. So actually, I'm also going to want my Vibranium as well, because yeah, I have a good bit of this. I don't need to hammer this Vibranium, but I'm gonna hammer this Vibranium. All right, got all the Vibranium and all the Allthemodium. That's a way of saying it. So what is the material in the center actually? Ancient stone. Wait, what the heck is ancient stone? Okay, so I think I know where this ancient stone is. And this means we're gonna need to move my plans around a little bit. We're still doing all the same stuff, but we need to do something else sooner. What in the? Oh, gold's finally getting processed. Oh. Okay, neat. So what we're gonna need is we're gonna need another teleportation pad. So this time though, we're not gonna go to the mining dimension. We're gonna need to go into the nether for, hi. Okay, have fun despawning in my base, I guess. I'll just leave you alone. What we now need to do though, is we need to take this over to here, find a relatively safe location for this. I guess here's as good as any place. We'll surround it in the mushrooms. Hang on. Surround it in the mushrooms. There we go. When you're in the overworld, you will go to the mine dimension. But here, we will sneak right click this. We will find ourselves in another dimension. And by another dimension, I of course mean the other dimension. Whoa. It's raining out here. Oh, and there's Blazes out here. Hey, how's it going? Are you guys sure you're okay in rain? Because, ow, what was that? Oh, okay, that doesn't sound like they're okay in rain, but yeah, look, here it is. Oh, nope, that's ancient dirt. Oh, okay, then, fine. But what we need to do now is we just need to dig until we get ourselves some, yeah, ancient stone. There we go. Now we gotten some of that, which... yes. So that gives me the 6 I need. It's finally time to say goodbye to the Allthemodium armor. I didn't have this one for that long in my first Allthemods experience, and now we're about to do the same thing for the Vibranium. So let's go ahead and throw these guys into here. We can get our helmet, our pants, I guess, our chest plate, our boots, our sword, and then our pickaxe. Let's go. And then we can go ahead and put all this stuff on and see it in our full glory. Oh, look at me. This armor looks sick. It's not as detailed as the Allthemodium and the Unobtainium, but Vibranium, I do like it. It holds a bit of a special place in my heart with how long I had it in all the mods 9. Unfortunately, I don't have my big old bug eyes like those night vision goggles. Actually, are those in this? They are in this, actually. Oh, I could have my night vision goggles, then I'd look like a little bug. Because, seriously, you look like an insect with those things on, especially with the armor we're going to be getting here in a second. But now that we have this armor, that begs the question, how are we going to get this unobtainium I had been mentioning? Oh, and also now I can look ridiculous again. We're going to need to go to the end. This is where we will find the unobtainium. Now, the unobtainium is probably gonna be the easy part, or maybe it'll be the hard part. But all I know is if you see an ore that looks like a purple butt crack, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna need to be in here, I think, because it's probably going to spawn more frequently in these outlands. I don't know for certain if they will spawn in the main island or not. I don't think they will, but you never know. And they're probably not gonna be up here at the surface, so I should probably be looking around the edges.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so remember I said I probably wouldn't find any on the surface? Well, there it is. The purple butt crack I was telling you about here. No way. Oh, we got 3 we got 4 unobtainium. Hang on a minute. If I go ahead and hammer that all down, that's 8, isn't it? Yeah, that's everything. 3 alone would have been enough. Dude, I had been searching around. I was getting worried because, like, I knew the moment I find some, I'm gonna have to search around for some more. Apparently, no. Apparently, I find it right on the surface when I said I wasn't gonna find it, and now I'm just perfectly fine. I love when this stuff happens, you know? Gamer luck. Wait, no, not gamer luck. It's YouTuber luck. Even though I'm not big enough to where it would make sense to have, I have it. And in the moment where I am big enough where it would make sense to have, you all know, that's when it's gonna go. Now that we've got the unobtainium, where do we find the unobtainium smithing template? That's why I was saying things were a bit out of order earlier. Because we find the unobtainium smithing template in a specific dungeon. So the structure I should be looking for, if I remember correctly, is gonna look like a walled fortress. I have a vague memory of what it looks like, but when I find it, I will know. One thing I have going for me is being invisible in darkness. Without that, though, even with this armor, I am going to get destroyed in there.
Later.
Okay, so I got some good news and I got some bad news. Good news is, I found the structure. It was actually, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons again. It was actually right down here, literally very close, but just off of where the thing was showing me stuff. The bad news is, I have lost the teleport pad because I forgot where I put it. And when I was trying to go back, I couldn't find it. But that's how I saw this thing on the map, so, you know, that's good. I was going in the opposite direction, so I wouldn't have found this. So, I have made a waystone just to make this a little bit easier, but once we're in here, we should find, oh yeah, there's all sorts of baddies down there. Oh dear. And there is so much light. Dude, it's so much. And there is a lot of death out here too. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get downstairs. Where is the entrance then? Because there's a lot of, okay, I broke the spawner. Oh, it was underneath the spawners. Okay, so here we go. We're descending. Okay, I need to keep an eye on the light sources around me. Okay, so F7 will show me where there's light sources. Okay, in these red squares, I am safe. There is so many pillagers. There's an illusion or two. Oh my gosh, they're so loud. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, let's just keep breaking them. I can dwindle them down, and yeah, I do a lot of damage, so we'll want to get rid of them while I'm still in darkness, because once I'm in light, these guys are going to swarm me. Wait. Oh, Totem of Undying. Oh, that's great. Can I do anything with that? No, I cannot. Okay. We will have that on standby then. My inventory is gonna be a mess before this is over. Do I really want to waste my time? The answer is yes, mostly because I just realized I could be putting this stuff inside of these chests as I'm passing by. That's also an option. Oh, there is a light source here. Watch this. Okay, I go in there and yep, I'm seen. I go out there and then I am seen. and I see where the light source is coming from. You see that bush? Those are the glow berries. So if I go in and break those, getting rid of the darkness, or no, of the light. So I know the room I'm looking for though. I need to find a library. I should be able to see it somewhere in here if it is on this level. It doesn't look like it actually is though. So these are not the buttons I am pressing, game. I can't tell which level I'm on anymore. Okay, I don't think this map's gonna help me then, because it's not showing jack. So, okay, I guess this is just what I'm gonna have to deal with for a little while, because I literally just need to find this library. In the library, there will be chests there, and that's where I'll find the unobtainium smithing templates. It's really that easy. Well, I say that easy, but with all these guys around here, you know, it's not easy at all. The fact that I have this Twilight Cloak is a godsend.
20 minutes later.
Okay, I'm in the pause menu because I don't know if this will get me copyrighted or not. You know how those backpacks will randomly play music discs in them in different mobs? I'm gonna play this for 2 seconds. This is what I've been listening to. For those of you who know what it is, from that small amount of time, I pity you. And I can't find where this guy is, by the way. This search is getting tedious.
A few moments later.
Oh, wait a minute. I see it now. The difference between the evokers and the vindicators. It's their cloaks. These guys have these little brown things, and these guys have this black cloak with the gold outline. Dude, I feel so dumb. Which one of them is playing 13? Which one of you is playing 13? I hear you. The search is getting creepy, man. Navigating this whole maze is very, very difficult. So what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to step out of my comfort zone, because I remember going into this room when I was initially there. So there we go. We got rid of that. Wait, this is it. Dude, this is the library. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, hang on. There is a trial spawner right there, which summoned, oh, him. Okay, I don't know where the light source is though, but I can go ahead and kill them, and like, that's easy. Ouch. Okay, well, fortunately, it's not difficult to deal with. I just need to kill them fast enough, which it seems like I absolutely can. And then those guys show up. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but once I slip into darkness, it's not a problem. Wait, did I think I just got it. Hang on. Okay, wait, let me throw those into there. Yeah, there it is! The unobtainium smithing template. Yes, we got it, dude. Okay, I wonder then if they changed it, so that way now it's gonna come from there and not from these chests. That is very, very possible. And yeah, it looks like that is what they did. Okay, so now though, pretty much all I need to do is just gather up a bit more vibranium, because let's be honest, I probably don't have enough to be able to make 6 of these. I am wondering now, how much of a hassle is it gonna be to wait for this? Okay, 28 minutes. So then that means, wait, where'd the light source go? Wait, is this thing a light source? Oh, that's a light source. Okay, we're gonna put our waystone in here, so this way I can come back here and then get some more of those guys when I need to. So let's just go ahead and then type other. And there we go. Now we have a way back home. And I'm gonna clear out these spawners and monsters real quick.
Much later.
Okay, I actually found another one of these rooms, which means it's another chance for me to be able to get more of the unobtainium smithing templates, which is great. What's not so great though is that it looks like that some of the chests are breaking. So will you stop running away from me? Oh my gosh, I swear they are afraid. They are little baby cowards and they don't know the true power I possess, but there we go. Now I got them. So yeah, look at that. This chest is not supposed to exist. Oh my gosh, but there we go. Now we got ourselves another one of those. Oh my goodness! What there? That's too many. That's too many. That's too many. Who are they fighting? That's too many. What are they fighting? Who's targeting somebody? That's too many of those. We can't have that happening. We've done it though. That's another unobtainium smithing template right there. So I'm gonna look around for some more vibranium, and I will meet you all, no matter what else happens, back over at the village so we can get ourselves unobtainium armor.
Eventually.
Say goodbye to the Vibrainium. It was short-lived, but now we move on to greater purposes. Let's go ahead and then get the helmet, the pants again, it looks like, the chest plate, the boots, the sword, and then finally, the pickaxe. And here we go. Applying all of this together, we now have the unobtainium armor. Oh my gosh. Look at me. Let's go ahead and remove these guys again just for the full glory. Dude. This is pretty sick. Now, for those of you who saw my All the Mods 9 series, you might notice that this does look a little different from what you remember. This has an armor trim that I had put on it, and I used Allthemodium so that way it would look like I have all three, because you can see it looks like it's got the green parts from the Vibrainium and the purple from the Unobtainium. I need a trim, that's what it's called, to be able to get Allthemodium on there as well. The one I want is the eye armor trim, but I don't know where to get those. Probably from the end. It looks like I could get those from a ritual that I don't want to do. So, yeah, if I ever find any of those, they're easy to replicate, so I'll let you all know. But until then, there we go. We went to the other, we've been all over the place, and now we have ourselves our brand new armor, all the way maxed out, and my sword now does 51 attack damage, not including all the base stuff. Dude. This is pretty sick. And as the sun sets, I am left wondering where to go with the series now. Because I kid you not, I did not know what to do for today. I decided to go for this on a whim. But as for where else I can actually go with this right now, I am uncertain.